Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can come and ask our founder, Mr. Justin Belobaba, any question that you'd like, and he will provide the answers. We have lots of new people here, so let's all welcome our new people. Make sure that they get on here. Please feel free to ask any question that you'd like, no matter how new you are. Right? Some people will ask some questions that are, seem very high level here. We don't want to intimidate you. So we want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to ask their questions. And there is no question that will go unanswered. So we'll make sure that we check that chat and put it in the comment section. We're super excited to have you all here today, and welcome to all of our new members. Some announcements before we get started getting those questions on over to Justin. We talked about a charitable initiative that we will launch come Jan 1, but there will be more information that's coming out this week or next to provide you all of the information for that charitable initiative that we are very, very excited about. If you're a part of the Giraffe Club, you guys have that you guys kind of get some information first. So we're super excited for everybody, and I know that this will be an amazing launch. We also have a new AI promo video that's coming out this week or next. We're working on it. We can't wait to share it all with you. If you should have the Royalty app. Make sure that you download the app on your phone. Right on, and update that app because there's now social marketing push notifications from your app. So it'll tell you, do you want to post this? And of course, you're going to click on yes. So make sure that you are telling everyone to update their Royalty app.
In fact, sorry to interrupt, but I remembered there's two good things about the new version of the app. One is the push notifications, which is a super helpful reminder when you're on the go. You can still do your online marketing quickly and easily from your phone. The second thing is I'm just laughing because there is a very, very embarrassing typo in the current app that is being fixed. So anyone who can spot it in the current version, put it in the comments. I'll tell you if you're right. But yeah, it's going away. So enjoy that just humiliating typo that we somehow let slip through. We never do that, but this time we did. I guess we were too excited, or I don't know, something. But anyway, that thing's going away. So I'm also pretty excited to get that embarrassment behind us. Oh, Sarah said she saw it. All right, well, you got to say what it is then.
Awesome.
All right, anyway.
Right on. Well, we have that Miami that's coming April 4th. You can register for your early bird pricing, which is just $19 by going to support@royalty.com and the subject Miami. So before that price goes up to $39, make sure that you are registering for it. And you can find out more information at miamicontest.now.site. So charitable initiative, more info coming this week or next with our AI promo video. That's going to be amazing. I think people are going to love it. Social marketing push notifications. Make sure that you update your Royalty app. Get registered for Miami. We're going to have an amazing event. So make sure that you hit up support@royalty.com and the subject Miami. You can find out the details at miamicontest.now.site. Serena says, is it suggested post?
Yes, Serena. Good for you. The suggested post. Oh man, I lost sleep over that one. Yeah, so no more suggested posts, everybody. That's good news. Suggested posts are all we will be providing.
Right on. So we ready to get started with the questions, Justin?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about like other things we're working on. Obviously there's no end to the effort to continue to improve. We're doing a little bit of like aesthetic polish, which is nice. We're kind of this week, next week, well, certainly this month, there's a couple dozen just little things on on desktop that just little fonts and style things that will just kind of bring a little bit more polish to the thing. So that's good. That matters a lot. Like, we care about all this stuff probably a lot more than well, I know you do too, actually. um, Everyone out there. But anyway, so we're going to be polishing up desktop. You know what, we're doing a bunch of work on our reseller program to enable that, given all of the amazing improvements to the core platform. So that's a big push this month. SEO is getting a lot of attention as well. And all the content. We're automating a whole, like a lot of our kind of like content collection, as well as adding a bunch of paid content, so that in January there'll be, even more, like tons more. And we'll begin to start supporting other languages, starting with French and German. So that we're very busy over here, and I can tell you that the first quarter of 2020 is already jam-packed with activity. So can we save keywords soon? Yeah, you can do that now. That we fixed that. We fixed that yesterday, I think. Anyway, I'm already getting into the question, so let's do that.
Right on. This is from Serena, and she said, so I noticed that when I create a new landing page, that AI is building it for me immediately, even though AI is not attached to it. That's super cool, but was wondering if that's supposed to happen.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And by the way, let's all, the reason why is, that's actually not AI, right? That's automation. So we've packed a ton of automation into the platform, and that's an example, right? Like, we looked at 120,000 websites, and we looked at all the data that we collected, and based on that, we optimized the layout and the images and all that stuff. So now when you go to create a landing page, AI, no AI, doesn't matter, because that's not artificial intelligence. That is an example of automation that we've added. The AI comes in as we learn and collect data, right? So it's funny, but believe it or not, you haven't actually experienced the AI part of the AI yet, right? Like, we're still, for all of you, because we only launched this November 23rd, and we have this, the first 30 days of activity, right, where you're actively kind of posting. The first 30 days is the learning phase. So what you are experiencing now is a great set of online marketing tools that have been integrated and automated, right? But you haven't actually experienced the AI yet, which is really fun, because that's still coming for you, because we're still in the data collection phase. And then once we get through that, then we'll be able to start making some, increasingly sophisticated AI-based recommendations. So everything about the product that you like right now is the set of tools, integration, and automation. So the really good news is that the AI is still, you haven't experienced it yet. It's still coming. Like, for you, like as a user, it's still coming.
There's a question: can you delete blog posts from your landing page?
Yes. So you go to your blog on your landing page, and you click on it, and then it says edit blog content. Click edit blog content, and then you'll see that, like, what you've posted, there's check boxes on them. You just uncheck one of the check boxes, and that will remove that article or video or whatever from your blog. So yeah, you can do that.
If we have suggestions for content, where can we send them? Dave says he has a home theater business and would like more content, please.
Yeah, so suggestions, like, you can post your own stuff, and the more you do, the more we'll learn about your preferences. There are already home entertainment or home theater or whatever, like, that exists in the system, and I'm going to use this opportunity to remind everyone that content marketing is not about hammering people with your specific product. No one wants to see that, right? Like no one wants to see this, the same ad for whatever, a TV set every single day. That's not content marketing, right? Content marketing is about attracting the interest of your target audience. It's not like, and that's by marketing your overall business category. So home entertainment, you could easily be like posting content about like actual things that people might want to watch on in their home, like specific movies, and oh, this is what is new on Netflix, and like it doesn't have to be about the resolution of the TV set that you're selling. And I'm not saying you are, but I'm just using this as an example. You know, products, products, they get boring, right? Like no one wants to read a newsletter about it, like the same product every single day. They'll unsubscribe. The way to hold the attention of your audience until they know you, trust you, and are in the market for whatever it is you're selling, because not everyone wants to buy a TV set the first time they see the ad, right? Like I'm not in the market for one right now, but I might be next year. The way to hold the interest of your audience is by focusing on things that are interesting to your audience, right? And so the broader you can be about things that are interesting in your category, the more if successful you'll be in your efforts to attract and hold the interest of your target audience. So that's probably the I don't know if it's the number one question we get, but that is in the top 5 questions that we get, which is I sell solar energy. Why aren't I seeing nothing but articles about solar energy? And it's like, well, because it gets boring. Like no one other than a solar energy salesperson wants to read about solar energy every single day. Like people want to read about energy efficiency and new discoveries, and I don't know, like things that are more broadly interesting to your target audience, right? So remember that it's meant to be broad. It's not meant to be product specific.
One sec.
But sorry, and since you're paused, I'll take this out. That said, the more you use the product, the more we see the types of keywords that your audience is interested in, and the more we will be able to tailor automatically the content that we're recommending to what's interesting to your audience, right? Like that will happen as we learn, right? But for sure, it'll always be intentionally more broad than about just like your specific product.
Colette says, will there be overlay in different languages for videos? Yes.
Yep.
We'll overlay different languages for videos. And this is from Annette. She says, hey, on a social media post of mine, the internal name from my back office was displayed. Will the name of the landing page always be displayed?
Where?
It says on a social media post of mine, the internal name was displayed. Will the name of the landing page always be displayed?
I mean, we never say never, and we never say always, right? Things are constantly changing, and if there's something that we can do to get better, I'm all ears. So I'm not sure exactly what the concern would be with showing the name of your landing page. And if you don't like the name of your landing page, can I suggest that you rename it to something that you do like? But if I'm missing something, tell me.
This is from Denise. She says, can I upload PDF brochures and forms to the website?
Yes. PDFs, yes, and you can turn, that one of the button actions that we support is a download PDF. Oh, we also, this is funny, we missed this one and we just added it. I think like this week. So the button actions that we support. So when someone clicks like either learn more or just clicks a button or whatever, you could redirect them to another website. You could initiate a call. You could initiate an email. Or you could initiate a PDF download. The one that we, those are 4 useful actions. One action that we didn't support is none, like just nothing. I want nothing to happen. I just want to, I want to be able to submit my, I want people who visit my site to submit their name, submit their email, their phone number, whatever, click submit, and just stay put and not have some action happen. So I don't know how for 9 months or 10 months since we released the first version of these landing pages, we managed to miss, just do nothing, like not, like submit and nothing happens. But now that's there.
Yes, the Facebook page or Facebook group is updated with royalty training, ai.now.site. It's in Unit 1. Colette, is it possible to post content or social media posts without a landing page attached?
I don't think so. I think you need to associate it with a landing page, because otherwise when you post the article and the person clicks and they go to like your squeeze page, right, like where you capture the name and email address, where does that contact go? Like, what list does it go into? It needs to be organized into. It needs to be associated with it needs to be associated with a landing page.
When I go to post from the app, a social content post on Facebook, for example, it doesn't give me the option to post in groups. Any idea why? Please tell me I need to buy a new iPhone. That's from Serena.
I can't. Can you comment on that?
When you go to post from your app, it's still, even if you grab the link to the post, you can take that link and share it anywhere that you want, even if it's only allowing you, because Facebook will open right to your personal page, so it's going to go right there. But you could still take the link to that post and post it inside of a group if you wanted to. Then obviously it'll show up. You can delete it and add a description if you'd like to, Serena. For sure.
Good point.
Are we able to advertise CBD without THC? That's legal in all 50 states.
You can, but you can't explicitly mention the substance. So we can help you do that. Just contact support, and we've helped like hundreds of other people with that exact issue.
This is from Lisa. She says, so the 30 days of learning time is based off when the user starts?
The 30 days of learning, those are 30 active days. So if you do nothing, we're not learning. So how can, like, machine learning or AI, right, like only works if there's data coming in, right? It's machine learning. So if you sign up for an account with us and then do nothing, you're just going to be stuck on day 0, because we're not learning anything, right? So every day that you engage and post, that's a day that we're able to collect information, and that's, and then we can learn, and then we can, refine and optimize and get you better and better results.
This is from Annette. It says, is the AI package assigned to an individual landing page or to the category subcategory in order to have it assigned to the same category multiple landing pages?
I don't follow.
Hey, Annette, can you tell us a little bit more about that question? This is Deshaun. He says, how do we create an AI generated ad? I have 2 ads that are going already.
So if you're a new customer, we automatically create the ad for you. If you're a pre-November 23rd customer, so obviously the vast majority of our customers, we didn't think it was right to just like delete your existing ad and replace it without asking you. So instead we let your existing ads stay exactly as they are. If you would like us to update your ad with the one that's optimized for your industry, just contact support and we'll do it for you.
Colette says, is there a recommended browser for royalty?
Is there what?
A recommended browser for
Chrome.
royalty.
Yeah, Chrome, please.
I don't know what you mean, Dustin, like adding SoundCloud and Apple Music players, unless I missed something. When will the export emails as CSV or Excel feature be included?
Export email? I've never heard of what is that? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean exporting like a contact list?
Yeah.
Yeah. Soon.
Can you please explain how a newsletter works?
Yeah. So newsletters are great because they are they're a way for you to build your brand amongst your audience, like the people that have signed up on your landing page. How do you stay top of mind, right? How do you continue to build your brand as an expert in your field? And a really great way to do that is with an email newsletter, right? Like I get lots. And even if I don't open them, right? I'm still seeing the sender, I'm still seeing the subject line. So, you're still top of mind, right? And that way you can kind of stay in someone's head so that when they are buying their home or selling their home or looking to lose weight or install a new home entertainment system, when the day comes that they're in the market for what you're selling, you've managed to stay top of mind, so they think, oh, I'm going to call that person because they obviously know what they're doing. They're obviously professional. Yeah, that's the idea. So the way that we make it really easy is we recommend content every day, right? Articles, videos, etc. You can post that on your social media, step one. After you do that, we will ask you if you want to then add that article to your website's blog, right? And the more fresh content that you add consistently, that will increase your search engine ranking. So that's good. And then we'll ask you if you would like to email this article out as like formatted as a newsletter to the people that have subscribed to your landing page, which is and thereby effortlessly stay top of mind, build your brand, etc. And so you click yes, and the email goes out to everyone who has signed up for that landing page. That's related to the to the article that we suggested that day. Pretty cool.
Would you consider a pop-up fill-in button for a landing page?
What's that?
Is that Jackhammer right here?
Yeah.
I was like, what is that?
Yeah, the Marriott closed and they're putting in a new hotel over there. So welcome to my life, is listening to jackhammering all day long. So what was the question?
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you consider adding a pop-up fill-in button for the landing page?
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff we want to do, of course, with the landing pages, like dozens and dozens of things that's on the list.
Yes. So Robin says, when using AI, can we post to a different Facebook page other than my own, like to a client's Facebook page?
Yes.
You can take the link and post it wherever you like to post, Robin. It's completely up to you. Do we offer a fully customizable landing page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally what these things are.
You can edit it, create your own.
And so we've gone from giving you a blank slate, like just like a blank white screen, because that can be scary for people who are new at this, to giving you sort of like a default template to work from. And I know that was very helpful for many people. But if you just if you don't, let's say you hate everything that's there, then you can just delete everything and start from scratch. That'll take you about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But we did, but we didn't make it up. Like we didn't just like pull everything out of a hat, right? Like, we have the benefit of data, right? Like we know that, for those are the best images, and that's the best layout that we have seen, based on results across 150,000 websites have been built in our system. So you can delete all of it, but it's unlikely that you're going to like wildly improve on this already, optimized layout. But you're welcome to. And by the way, if you do and you have way more success, then we will learn from that, and we will probably use some of your stuff, like your images and stuff like that, in our templates for other people.
This is from Gary. Says, what does the eyeball icon on my landing page analytics mean?
Views.
On analytics, what does ad clicks mean?
Clicks. How many people have clicked on your ad?
Yep. And lastly, on analytics, what does converted yes or no mean?
Did they fill in your lead capture form? Yes or no?
This is from Sarah. She says, for those of us new to this technology, would it be possible to have a training page with the definition of the vocabulary used in online marketing and what each symbol means on each page?
What are we talking about?
She's asking for definitions of vocabulary, like it's a landing page, right? Capture page, things like that. I think, Sarah, that's what you're asking. And what each symbol on the page means.
There's not that many symbols, but I think we could probably solve that with like a better mouse over, right? Like when you put your mouse over something, like some text can come up and just tell you. And I would say that we can do the same thing for any terminology that's not, clear. I like to think that like email campaigns is pretty understandable, online ads, but again, I saw like I'm very close to this, right? And so sometimes I think things that are obvious are not obvious. Like all the time, I think like that's the hard thing about being just like obsessed and living like 24 hours a day thinking about this is you do get biased by how close you are and how intuitive things seem to you because you kind of designed it, right? um Obviously with the rest of the team, but like you're very like it's so it's helpful to get feedback, very helpful to get feedback like that, because it helps us remember that not everyone is as close to it as we are. So if you can be more specific, um, send me an email, justin@royalty.com.
So Duffy is saying, or Dustin, sorry, Duffy. Miss Duffy is saying, I have a lot of music artist clients. They want to add music players and more music related blog posts. Is there a way that they can do that? I think can you play from SoundCloud? I think that was one of your questions before, like if you can add SoundCloud, right? Like a player button.
Oh, okay. I mean, right now you can add a button to link to it, but I get it. That's a good point. Uh, you know, Content like about specific types of music is tricky,
Yeah.
right? Because there's a lot of different types and preferences, and if people like if a musician is expecting to us to be able to somehow like recommend, I don't know, content like that at that level of specificity, that's I mean, that's like a whole business, right? Like Pandora, right, is entirely about matching, and recommending music. That's a bit like that's a science unto itself. We're never going to be like that's not going to be us. Like we can do other things like help with marketing, but recommending specific kinds of music is that's pretty advanced stuff for a very very small subset of customers. So
This is from Annette, and she says, 3 AI in the package, right, like 3 AI marketing campaigns. If I have multiple landing pages for one topic or subcategory, could I assign to these multiple landing pages one of the 3 AIs available? Did you get that?
no.
Okay, I'm going to try and read that again. So she has 3 AI marketing campaigns. She has multiple landing pages for one topic or subcategory.
Okay.
Could assign to these multiple landing pages one of the 3 AIs available? One of the 3 AIs available. I think well, I'm going to try and say
Yeah.
here, like you can assign AI is if you have 3 AI marketing campaigns, you can turn AI on any 3 landing pages that you want. So, sure, that's what I'm hoping. Uh, are we able to post testimonials from customers?
For where?
Yeah.
Like yes, of
Mhm.
course.
We have some in our group. We have some on the website. We have
Oh,
some.
or do we do it? Oh yeah, we've got testimony. Like our website has 20.
Mhm.
Our we have a whole group dedicated to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we got hundreds of testimonials, thousands probably.
Can I do ads using a different landing page other than royalties?
Yeah, you can, but I would politely suggest this may not be a great fit.
Yep. And, if I may add, like a landing page that looks better doesn't always mean that it converts better. So,
But yeah, but also you can build like really good looking landing pages in our system.
yeah.
No, but like, look, I, I don't know, I'm not sure who asked that, and I mean no disrespect, but
Oh,
sorry,
it's Carla. Hi, Carla.
Carla, Carla. I would say that we have a lot more to offer than a way for you to run ads, and like that's it's I would say that's I don't know 3% of what we do, and so I would hate for you to you know miss the opportunity to experience the 97% of what we do, and that is unlocked through the landing pages, right? Like very much unlocked through the landing pages, from the CRM to the blog to the content marketing to the analytics to email and so on. So yeah, you can do it, but I don't know. It would be like having like a Porsche and just not driving it and like sitting in your driveway listening to music. Like yeah, your Porsche probably has you know like a radio, but you're not experiencing what the Porsche is all about.
This question is, can you tell me the difference between an affiliate and a reseller?
Oh yeah, sure. So um, affiliate is any individual who would like to um, be like a independent sales representative for royalty and potentially earn commissions under the plan that we have. And there's no minimums or volume requirements. It's really like it's very easy to get started, and whether you sell zero or 10,000, that full range exists, or a million, right? Like that range exists. When you're the reseller program is more about volume. So the benefits are that you get access to lower pricing than what is the retail pricing on our website, and we can kind of design custom plans, right, to suit kind of your intended audience. We can put your logo or the company's logo, whatever, in places to kind of give a more branded experience. So there's things that we can do, but it does carry with it a like significant minimum monthly expenditure that goes from 2,000 and then goes up to $4,000 a month minimum. So it exists. It's a great option. I think we've got dozens of companies that do it, but those are the differences.
Um, do you recommend using your personal Facebook page or using a business Facebook page, or do you have a recommendation?
I think that if you don't have a business page, you're making a mistake, right? Like I've said that a million times, and we will leverage business pages in lots of fun ways in the future. But you should definitely have a business page if you don't have one. And I would recommend that you use both. I would definitely post to both,
Mm.
right? It takes no time at all, and it will give you maximum exposure for your business.
Uh, 15. Can I use AI to just create a page and edit it later? And if I take the AI off another page just for that specific reason and put it back after, will I lose accumulated data from the previous page? So I guess if so, may I?
Yeah.
So Stanley, like it will automate a landing page for you when you just start to build that landing page. You don't need AI to automate the creation of that landing page. So just go ahead and add a new landing page and you'll have a template there that's set up for you. Don't like what he's asking here is if he turns AI off on one page and then turns it on to another page and then goes back, will he lose what AI had learned on the first page?
No, you won't lose. We don't. It's not like we destroy the data. We keep the data, but the learning has paused.
Mm-hmm.
When AI is not active, then we're not learning. So it's just on pause, and so you can go from this landing page, like learning, right? On this one, press pause, start learning over here on a different 30-day like clock, right? Because it's a whole we must treat it as a completely different business because we assume it is. And then if you press pause on that one, then you come back, then you'll pick up on whatever day you left off, day 12 or whatever.
Can we have the option to the post dropdown to post blog content to another or multiple of our pages instead of having to create a new saved post? Add content to multiple landing pages. Is that what you mean? Go.
Oh, like you want to add the same article to multiple landing pages? I think you probably would duplicate that. We don't have that capability. We just didn't build it because, I know why. Because that one post is its own link, right? Like it lives at its own URL, and it must, when someone signs up, we need to know where to send the information. So if you have kind of like associated that post with multiple pages, we won't know where to put the contact of the person who signed up. That's kind of part of the logic, is to keep things separate. I would suggest duplicate, right? You can duplicate the post and then just associate it with a different landing page.
Okay, this is from Eric. He has quite a list of questions, but I think I'm going to narrow this first question down. It says .now.site can basically, what you're asking is, can you adding a domain via your name servers as we manage our domain from the royalty dashboard by using royalty DNS records? Basically, he wants to just put his domain over .now.site.
Just forward it.
And I guess what he's saying is he didn't want to forward it. He wants to, mask the domain.
Yeah, if you can do it, go ahead. We don't support that currently.
Can you add an embed code for video?
You can't now.
Right.
We'll look at just embedding video. I'm not a big fan.
And I think
YouTube and Vimeo are great options too. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you can. Your question is about YouTube, and you could use Vimeo as well if you're worried about the ads that show after YouTube. Then people love the Vimeo option. When are tabs for the top of a web page being added?
Soon.
Is there redundancy set up for server overload to maintain high loading page speed?
Yes.
Ryan DePaul says, what does the tap and share button do on the app for landing pages, and what's the difference from copying landing page URL and sharing it that way?
Oh yeah, tap and share. Yeah. So we had some requests for sharing links through near field communication like NFC. So it's like a new way that you go to whatever Starbucks, you can use Apple Pay, like that's NFC. And Android has recently made it possible for you to share a link from your phone to another phone, right? By NFC. So that's cool. Imagine there's another phone in my hand. Right? So it doesn't work on every phone. It's a new thing. I think it'll probably, catch on in the future. But it was easy. It took, our mobile guy spent a few hours just kind of activating that capability. So we said, sure, let's put it in. And, I think probably over time you'll be able to use it on more and more and more phones as people get rid of their old, like me, iPhone 7 and get, the iPhone, like whatever it's on now, 11 or something like that. And it works on a bunch of Android phones as well. So anyway, it's cool. Enjoy.
Where can they find the royalty presentation? It's in the unit section. We do have a new presentation. If you go inside of our official corporate royalty group, make sure that you request access to it. And there's a unit with marketing materials that you can have access to. We do have some great marketing materials in there that you can post on Facebook and that you can print out as well. They're super great. So make sure that you get in there and check them out. Somebody said the new additions will be bananas, and I don't know why that cracked me up. Yes, answered that one. Do we ever sleep? That was from Jerry. Does my URL have to? Oh, I hear myself. Does my URL have to include .now.site?
Yep.
Android paving the way. X'd out. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Hey, Kwan, I know NFC is already on all new iPhones. Yeah, I know, but you can't. The limitation is in broadcasting NFC, right? So a new iPhone, like if I had a new iPhone, and DePaul Android, right? He would press, tap and share, and he could send his link to my iPhone through NFC. That's pretty cool, right? But Apple currently on any phone does not allow you to broadcast like NFC out. So it can receive it, no question about it. Like an iPhone 11, whatever, can receive an NFC, signal. That's how Apple Pay works, right? And whatever. But Android allows broadcasting on newer phones. Apple does not allow broadcasting yet.
This is from Tammy. She says, in the future, will we have more email analytics or be able to see who opted out from our email campaigns?
100%. Yes, analytics are a very important part of our plans for 2020. So you can expect way better analytics in all areas of the platform. It's a question of priorities, and we focused on building the actual features, right, first, and as those get like really, really good, now we can kind of build the analytics to kind of see how those features are performing for you.
So when I share my website link on marketing material, I need to include it, or can I use my existing website URL that populates into the .now.site URL? You just, like, if you have a domain name, you could forward it right on over to .now.site.
Yeah, like if I own royalty.com, I could go to GoDaddy or whatever, and I could forward it to my royalty.now.site landing page.
Okay. They're saying the same thing here. Serena says she's excited for lineup. Do we have a target date for that?
For what?
Lineup.
2020 is the target date. Yes, we got some like immediate priorities in the first quarter. I think we will do our long planned, like massive CRM, like huge overhaul, which we've been talking about this for like a year. I think we'll probably do that in the second quarter, so like April, May, June of 2020, and that's going to be incredible.
This is from Nightingale. She says, update to my confusing question. In other words, how do I best help AI learn my pages optimally? By posting or accepting saving posts I like?
Saving, we learn a little bit. We learn what you like, but remember, like, we get a lot more data, and we as much as we care about what you like, we also care maybe more about what your audience responds to. So saving tells us a little bit, posting tells us a lot more. And ultimately, what I assume what you care about is attracting your target audience, right? Like that. I think that we're on the same. Like I think we're aligned there.
Brett says, can we please add an open in new tab option to the button menu?
Open a what?
Open in new tab button.
Yeah. Does that? Well, there's some limitations. Like a lot of what we do, we have to be mindful of the Facebook environment. Like the Facebook browser doesn't actually support on mobile. It's different on desktop. It's different because you'd be accessing Facebook on Chrome or on whatever Edge. But on mobile, if you're using the Facebook mobile app, then you're in, like when you browse, right? Like when you click on a link, you stay inside the Facebook browser, and that doesn't support multiple tabs. And we have to be like, we want to be really optimized for the Facebook environment, because that's where that's where most of, the action happens in terms of like, content marketing, lead generation, all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Reginald's asking, what is lineup?
Lineup is it's just the name that we're using. Who knows like what we'll actually come out with, but that's kind of the code name for essentially like a news feed of your marketing activity. So a way for you to at a glance see, oh, I got a new lead, or oh, this prospect just watched my video, or I just got 17 clicks on my content marketing. So imagine that in sort of like a news feed, right? Like a live view of how all of your marketing is performing.
Sorry, maybe some of the comments. Yeah, okay. We answered that one. Yes, answered that one. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think we answered all the questions, unless I missed anything. What does the date mean?
Which date?
1899. Some of the social marketing posts have a date listed on it. What does the date mean? It's under the photo before view content. She saw something that said 1899. I don't know what you mean.
I don't know about that. Oh, but speaking of dates, okay, this is the craziest thing. Oh my! Like we were laughing when we saw this. Someone went on to one of the review sites, that like online product review sites, and said, like basically like this company is like telling me that sending me a fake clicks, because it said this click was received on 15/11/2019, and everybody knows that there's no 15th month. I was like
yeah, November 15th.
Sometimes you just shake your head. That's how the rest of the world outside of the United States would express. That's 2019 is November 15th. It's not some made up 15th month that we were being accused of. So if that's confusing to anybody, please, now you know. There's no 15th month. That was just November 15th, written down a little bit differently than what this person expected. But that was funny. What else did I want to say? And by the way, I see there's some criticism of now.site as like a domain. Like, look, I don't know if you I think it's great. Like personally, it's simple, it's memorable, it's got a feeling of like immediacy or urgency. It's almost a call to action. Like that's why we picked it. Like I really like it. And I know lots of people agree with me. If you disagree, that's cool. We can disagree. If you hate it, you can definitely go, spend $5 or 5,000 or whatever you want to spend on your own domain and forward it. No problem, right? But look, for me, I think now.site is better than, royalty.wordpress.com or royalty.wix.com, which is the domains that you get like for free on other sites. So if we're gonna be fair about this, let's actually compare apples to apples. Okay. And for me, I would much rather Justin or royalty.now.site than justin.wordpress.com or justin.wix. Whatever. Like, I think that is a much better domain that you get for free. But again, if you don't like it, you're entitled to your opinion, and you can easily get a domain that better suits your needs. And I wish you well.
Awesome. Does AI add your SEO search terms? I think I saw that somewhere. Or SEO keywords? Repeat that question. Do we already get keywords added to the landing page? Yes. Do I have to go outside of royalty to build my own website? No. No.
No, that's the core of the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. I noticed that. No, what is, sorry, I'm getting super close. My face is getting close to the screen. COPA updates from Gary. Did I miss your question? Because I don't know. Do you know what Gary's talking about?
Yes, AI adds keywords for SEO, and
Yeah.
they're there. They're there behind the scenes. We need to display them in your landing page keyword section, which we will.
Yeah. Gary is asking COPA updates, COPPA updates. No.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. Gary, can you help us out? What does that mean? Okay. I think we answered all the questions, unless you see one that I'm missing. All right. So we do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here live on Facebook, where you can come and ask our founder, Justin Belababa, any question that you like, and we will provide the answers. Thank you once again for being here.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.